I'll tell you what, it's tested them now because it's Shells Monday, back-to-back fully padded practices the last 2 days, and then back out in Shells today. We've had some heat this week, and pleased with, I'd say, 99% of the guys out there and how they responded today, because everybody's got bumps and bruises and aches and pains right now. You're reaching the point in fall camp, where it's kind of the dog days, and you don't know what day it is, and everything's running together, and it's just, so it's a challenge, and you find out a lot about everybody just mentally with how they push through it and how they overcome it and how they perform. So guys that go out after 3, really high intensity practices, guys that go out and continue to look good, perform, have that competitive fight. It shows you a lot about them. So you're figuring out who you can trust, and you're figuring out, who's not ready. Everybody sitting in this air-conditioned room, says, I can do this, I can do that, but to go out there and do it day in and day out, it's a different deal. So solid practice. Got a lot of really good special teams work with our return units today. Had a real good PAT field goal session to finish practice off. Had a backed up punt. Had that during our competition today, coming off the 1 yard line. So got a lot of stuff accomplished today. So got 48 hours or so, just under, to get ready for the scrimmage on Saturday. And so we'll have a lighter practice tomorrow. And the big thing for them right now is just, get their bodies, nutrition, hydration, recovery, and get ready for what I expect to be a highly competitive and very spirited scrimmage on Saturday.
You mentioned earlier, or I think it was last week, that today was the target day to have install done. Is progress on that pretty good?
I don't know if we quite have everything, but we've got, I'd say, 85-90% of it. We got some of our late game stuff we're going to work on tomorrow, and then some of our special situations we'll hit next week. But we have enough in to where Saturday we're going to be able to just tee it up, kickoff return, let the officials handle it, and live spot everything, and let everything play out. And so that's what I want. That way we're getting as close to game like situations as we can get this Saturday and next Saturday.
Is there one specific thing execution wise you're looking for on Saturday?
Well, what I want to see Saturday, when you go from the practice, now all of a sudden you go to a scrimmage situation. So, the coaches aren't around the huddle, the sidelines are, everybody's off the field. And so you're kind of out there by yourself as players, okay? The same execution we've seen in practice all week. I've seen more and more guys just consistently day in and day out, stacking days, performing. Now, game situation, want to see you continue to do that. So that's really the execution you're looking for.
Coach, who's standing out in the corner room about a week in the camp?
Well, I think Siobhan Ravel has been very impressive so far in the preseason, and that's, if you want one standout, that's it. I think you got several other guys that have really had solid starts to the preseason. IBM has been very solid. Pleased with how time of year is coming along. Jonathan Jones, I think, has shown, he's an experienced guy. Antoine, I think, continues to show his ability. So I think you got some guys, really playing well. Saturday will be important for him.
Antoine, he's only 17, I believe.
Yep.
So maybe the youngest guy on the field. Just how is
he? May be the youngest guy in the country.
Yeah.
The thing that impressed me today, Camaro bounces a zone play, mid-zone to the outside. Just ends up, he's one-on-one with Antoine, and Antoine with a very, very physical thud tackle. That was kind of the question you wonder about. But he's shown himself. He's got some toughness to him.
You mentioned special teams in your opening statement. How's the kicking competition shaping out for those guys?
Highly competitive. Got a lot of guys doing a really good job right now. Place kicking and punting. We have not kicked off as much. So Saturday will be important to kind of see, Lath and Conrad competing right there. But, very pleased. I think we've got multiple guys that are kicking the ball really well. And I'm really pleased with our punters right now too.
For kicking, whether it's punting or place kicking, are those scrimmage reps? I know y'all go live and then practice a lot, but are those scrimmage, in stadium reps very critical in terms of determining who separates himself there?
Yeah, you're going to look at the full body of work, but that's going to be just like with the offense and defense. That's going to be a little bit more of a pressure situation, and it's it's not like you're getting 2 or 3 kicks. You're getting 1 kick. You either make it or you don't, and that's the way it is on game day. So it'll be good to see how we do in the stadium on Saturday.
With the defensive front right now, it looks like Lampley maybe has slimmed down a little bit, is playing some different spots. What have you seen from him this offseason?
Well, he is a little bit lighter. I'd like to see him put just a touch back on, but he's playing at a very high level. He is a very talented young player. He showed that last year. I think his athleticism has probably improved over a year ago. Still has very good strength, but that athleticism is going to allow us to play him at multiple spots across the front, which, given our depth inside, I think is a really good thing.
Anything else for Coach?